6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up.
Derrick Henry. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd and 1 at the Broncos' 24-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Henry running right. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah,
what happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there.
Protein spill. Shoot.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
You ready?
55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Big trip.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Keep it up, guys. Mike,
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
all day, baby. All day, baby.
Yep.
55.
Get it.
Looking to throw on second down. Lock. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
50, plant.
Hey, check.
Hit it.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
On the set. Hey. High 7. Greystone travel.
Mike.
5.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lock. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
10 Lobo.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Set.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on fourth.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, zoom. Shoot.
From the 24, Locke. Flush to his right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
61, matchbox lights.
53's Mike. Check. 50.
Hey!
Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come.
Lee Griffin.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Flushed out right. He's got his tight end fan. Second catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
We got this.
That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Let's go one more. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
5.
They'll run with Lindsey, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
55. I'm scared.
On 2nd and goal, Locke. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
53, Mike, 53. Hey, let's get that ball, D.
Now.
So on 3rd and goal, Gordon. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal.
So on fourth down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by McManus is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here.
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Von Miller, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
30 base. Hey, Charlie! Let's go!
Third and long, it's Tannehill. And that's caught by Smith. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
We got 3 down.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Henry out of the pistol. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. 66 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
Let's go. Let's do this. Ready. 80 weapon.
950.
Come on.
A first down carry for Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Mike is a 50.
Now on 2nd and 13, Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's 3rd. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
Let's go.
15-yard line.
Down.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first.
He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 42. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Hey, Delta. Ready?
On first down, Locke. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, 42 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll run on first down. Henry. And a gain of 4 gets them right to the midfield stripe. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Stay with you. Hey, Alpha.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Hey, let's pin the mirrors back. Leaf River.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. Got a man. It's Brown. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Tannehill. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Bravo.
Now it's Tannehill. Rolling to his right. This will be caught inside the 10. 23 yards on the play.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
This is Henry. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now it's Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Go. Hustle, go.
Here's Tannehill. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Von Miller able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And his kick here is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
There we go. Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Tannehill completes it to Davis. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down.
Come on, set.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Get it.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Go.
At the 36-yard line.
Tannehill. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
25 yards that time. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
10-2 soft. Now.
From the 24, Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Ready.
The 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the 1st down at around the 22.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready?
Denver
70,
offense
Indy.
at the line, ready to go. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Ready up.
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Let's go.
On second down, it's Gordon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
On first down, Lindsey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Get that quarterback. And
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Yes. Shoot.
Throwing on second and 14. Lock. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
That's it, huh?
A big play there. 57 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25.
Ready.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Von Miller, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's second and 18.
Get it.
Tannehill. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Adam Humphries, 83 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that'll get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Squeeze, double.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Break.
55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. Hey, defense, let's go.
Ready.
Now Gordon on 1st down. Daquan Jones in on the tackle there. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
From the 44, Locke. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Sponge. No.
Hurry up.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Throwing left side, it's complete. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run here with Lindsey, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready. Greystone travel.
Check, 53's Mike.
Let's get it together, defense. Buzz.
Lock to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. They come up on a first and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the fourth quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do?
Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. This is taken at the 3. Pretty move. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
On the double.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
Hey, Charlie.
He's back to throw.
53, Mike, 53. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Yo, Jake. What's good, bro? In the stream. What stream? I'm streaming right now. It's Quillogy League game, bro. Oh, why ain't you telling me? Nigga, you want home.
9 of 16 through the air as he's got it first and 10.
I don't need to tell you what I'm streaming. You said what?
I still got my phone with me.
To throw is locked.
There we go, that. Fuck.
He'll run it.
Crumble.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short.
Wait, why is your stream not popping up on my subscription?
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeout.
Can't get another yard, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
There you go.
Seconds to go in the game.
You hear my voice in that bit?
Yeah, your voice in. I'm my voice in there too.
I ain't gonna lie, I probably lost.
You got 24 seconds. You the Broncos.
No, nigga, I'm the Titans.
Oh damn, yeah, you probably lost.
Here's a give to Lindsey running right.
You gotta kick from here.
He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left
Big stretcher.
and very short.
He ain't been doing that the whole game. He did it a couple times though.
As the clock will stop with an even 20
He going for it. What?
You going for it?
He going for
He
it.
tripping, bro. If you don't get it, bro, it's game over.
I'm ready to blitz everybody, bro. I'm ready to blitz everybody.
When I'm on this third dimension. How many timeouts?
That's game. That's game, bro. He didn't kick it. Oh, it's It was 4. It's tough.
I told you it was 3rd and inches, bro.
I can't ice him, bro.
You can't
Good
ice
game.
him?
I ain't got no timeouts.
Damn, you won.
Good game. Bro, you should have seen what happened to me, bro. My free safety was deep, and this nigga did the most acrobatic,
Like you said, you was
dumbest.
gonna go to the Super Bowl.
Bro, that shit was gay. Oh my god, that's gonna shit supposed to happen. You ain't see what happened to me though, bro. He threw it deep right at my safety. My nigga did the dumbest shit ever, bro.
That's weird hearing
You
my
know what I'm
voice on
looking
the
for. You know
stream.
what I'm looking for. You know what I'm looking for. Good game. Good game.
Big picky.
I had to shoot it, but what you mean? A good game though.
I just heard one. Hey, bro, that shit is funny.
But no, bro, you should have seen what my nigga did though. My free safety, bro.